Hello ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with another
Let's go.
not exactly video, but it's more of a developer update summary, okay? So this is a huge update, probably Dead by Day's biggest update ever. Right? And this update changes a lot of things. Most of us know the new prestige system and the overhaul of perks, but there actually are a lot of other things that we didn't know. Some insanely huge things for killers mostly, okay? And you killers will really like this. And there's also some good things for Survivor too that balances out the killer changes as well. So first of all, alright, we got the developer update, but first is the new prestiging system. So basically, you could read this. These are some stats and stuff. Your comparison. You could compare like hours and stuff like that. You could read that, and then here we go. Unlocking perks. Basically, the new prestige system. Most of us know this, but I'm gonna summarize it real quick. Is if you prestige a character to T1, right? Tier 1. So prestige 1. You will unlock all of their unique perks for tier 1 perks for every survivor. So for example, okay, I prestige 1 Claudette. I get self-care, botany knowledge, and her aura reading perk, if I have this called. That is tier 1, and it's unlocked for every single survivor, so you don't have to unlock it on the blood web. It automatically gets set for every survivor as tier 1. Now if you prestige 2 Claudette, all those perks are now tier 2 for every survivor, and if you P3 her, all those perks are now tier 3 for survivor. So that's how it goes for every single survivor. It's pretty unique, helps the grind a little bit, but there's also more. There's the new prestige system where you don't stop at P3. You P1, you P2, you P3, you could P4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could keep on going. You could keep on going with prestiging basically forever. And a lot of us know, I'm not sure if a lot of us do, but I do know there was supposed to be a little, let's say, a reward, a little like special reward for people that already have a prestige. And my guess real quick is this right here. So if you look at this photo, you have bronze, silver, and then bronze. So what this means is this top person, this Claudette, is prestige 8, okay? This next person is prestige 6, and this next person is prestige 5, this next person is 7, and the killer is 7, okay? So what my guess is if you're P1, you get a bronze border. Like if you're already P1 right now before the update, you get a bronze border like the Claudette, the Nia, the Dwight, and the twins, right? If you're P2, you get a silver border around your prestige icon, right? Like the Meg with the 5. And I'm guessing if you're P3, you get a gold border around the number. And that's that no one here is P3, which I'm guessing is why they wouldn't show that. If they did, it would be way too easy to guess, but my guess is that's how the reward is going to work. So if you're P3, you could show that off by having, if you're already P3 right now, you can show that off by having a gold border around your prestige number. So it's basically prestiging. It's really interesting. Let me see. For the prestige level 7, you get one of the character's unique perks to charm. Yeah, you could get charms at 7, 8, and 9 too. That's super cool. I like that. And then bloody prestige cosmetics are now at level 4, 5, and 6, which is whatever. I mean, okay. So yeah, so the prestige is to 100, so I don't think you guys go 9,999.
It's over 9,000!
And that's absolutely ridiculous. You would have literally like 2 million, I don't know, 2 million escape cakes or something ridiculous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who knows? Anyway, so Shiny Secrets is also now different. It's pretty simple. You can unlock any perk at tier 1 with shards. Like any perk is available in the shrine. It's not just random perks now. And it just goes to, well, that's what this makes it seem like. You guys could read this. But if you buy it 2 times, it's tier 2, and if you buy it 3 times, it goes to tier 3 for every single survivor. It unlocks for every survivor, so you don't have to get in the blood web, just like the new prestige system. Okay, so, and then there's a system, you could read this. This isn't much. You guys could read this if you want. Nothing really too important here. The matchmaking initiative. So basically, I'm going to give an example. I'm going to give an explanation and an example real quick. So with this, it's if more people are playing Survivor, you will get a reward for playing Killer. If more people are playing Killer, you'll get a reward for playing Survivor. So basically, it's a blood points reward, right? So if an insane amount of people are playing Killer but no one Survivor, you could get up to 100% blood points for playing Survivor. You can read this right here. Whenever the number of killers to survive differ too much from the ideal ratio, we'll offer a blood point bonus to anyone who opts to play the needed role. This bonus ranges from plus 25% to 100% depending on demand levels. These bonuses will be shown in the main menu besides each role's play button as well as by the ready button. Another thing is queue times will be displayed as well, like estimated queue times, kind of like Overwatch and a whole bunch of other online games. So yeah, that's about it for the matchmaking initiatives. Nothing too special. They're still working on like MMR and stuff like that, and getting people like to the correct matchup and like Eerie ones versus Eerie ones and stuff like that. They're still working on that. They've been working on it for time. They're definitely decent. And yeah, you have to have crossplay on. Nothing too big. It's just big bonus blood points for the side that is being played the least. This is huge right here. Most people do not know this. You guys might already see this at the bottom of the screen, but generator speeds are increased, okay? It's by 10 seconds. Most of you guys are thinking 10 seconds, whatever. 10 seconds is huge, right? Gen rushing, some people say it's a thing, some people say it's not, because, you know, it's like the thing that survivors need to do to win. So doing gens quick is technically not gen rushing because you're doing the objective. It's hard to explain. But whatever you guys think, it doesn't matter because they're adding 10 seconds to maybe slow down that perk regression. I mean, not perk regression, sorry, that gen regression, and make the matches last a little longer and give the killers and survivors time to earn actual points and earn actual pipping and ranking up and stuff like that. So if you guys want to read this, this is just this isn't really needed. I could just summarize this real quick. They've increased the time it takes to power a generator to 90 seconds, up from 80 seconds. That's really all you need to know. That's crazy. And then you also have kicking generator will now instantly remove 2.5% of the max progress. That's not huge. I mean, that's a nice little bonus for killers. Definitely if a gen's at like 99 and you force them off with ruin or something. Or I mean, not ruin. That wouldn't make any sense. But you guys get what I mean. If the perk's at 99, you could do it at 2.5. You'll definitely save some time with that little 2.5% regression. All right. That could definitely decide a game or not. So that's that. This change makes kicking generators move. Yeah. Okay, we get that. General killer improvements. Here we go. This is big, right? Adding onto the generator time, killers also get this. So this talks about that average kill rate. Here we go. This is huge. We've reduced the time it takes to break walls and pallets by 10%. It's now 2.34 seconds, and it was 2.6. Doesn't look huge, but that is huge. Just imagine, it's not brutal strength, but put brutal strength with that. I mean, fire up even. I mean, you know, like, there's some builds that could be crazy now with this, and this definitely saves time. I think it's definitely needed. Breaking pallets took way too long. Me, as a survivor main, I could definitely agree that they took way too long. Generators can also be kicked 10% faster. That's really good now. That saves so much time. That's what needs to be done. I mean, I would say hooking should be faster too, because what people didn't get was it's not people doing gens fast, it's animations that took so long. The animations were the things that needed to be changed. That's why I actually did suggest on the forums Fire Up to be base kit. Fire Up isn't a good perk to run normally, but as base kit it would save a lot of time. I'm maybe not picking up because you would have to change that flashlight timing a lot, but Fire Up is actually, I suggested base kit a while ago to change like kicking gen times increased, you know, and stuff like that, and that's basically what happened here. Just with that's basically pretty much what happened. Okay, just whole game instead of gens being done and stacking. So it's now 1.8 was 2 seconds. That's huge. Like, it doesn't look too huge, but that is huge for saving time. Like, that is perfect for killers right there. Like, that was definitely needed. Okay. So basically, next we've reduced the cooldown for successful basic attacks by 10%. Now you guys know this is humongous. Like, think about like the meta now. Okay, you guys are gonna see save the best for last. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna happen. Like, save the best for last 8 stacks will literally be like 0.2 seconds or something crazy like that. I don't know. I don't want to do the math. Okay, if that was like way off, please forgive me. I already passed math class this year. Okay, I don't want to go back through it. Anyway, so, and then moving forward, survivors will gain slightly less distance upon hit. That is huge. That definitely will promote the one that makes you run faster, Jonas perk. What is that perk called? It's over something, right? I was literally just running it. I feel so sad not knowing that perk. But yeah, this is huge. The 10%, think about how many times someone saboed a hook because your your hit cooldown has been too long. Now, no one will be able to sabo a hook, right? You'll be downing them before they sabo a hook in your face. Like, it's so good. Body blocking will be so much less meta. Saboing will be useless now. I mean, obviously it won't be useless, but you can't sabo in people's faces now. You can't body block that much anymore. It will be absolutely amazing, fantastic. That's a much needed buff for killers base kit specifically. And then we've tweaked Bloodlust. This isn't huge. I mean, it might help a little bit in the long run. They've basically increased it from 15, 30, and 45 to 15, 25, and 35. So the start is the same, but getting to 2, you can maybe end a chase maybe 5 or 10 seconds quicker than it usually would. So that's a nice little addition that's pretty nice, okay? Here we go, camping, tunneling. This, I don't know how I think about this. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think this is great. The killer improvements are great, okay? As a survivor man, I think this is great. But as a survivor man here, this is crazy, okay? Look at this. On the survivor side, there is a clear preference for perks that grant a second chance. Yep, we don't have to really read that. A benefit of these second chance perks is how that helps prevent unfun situations like camping and tunneling, okay? A lot of survivors probably will love these. A lot of survivor mains will love this, okay? People that complain about tunneling, people that complain about camping. Here we go. Here's your fix right here. Survivors will receive a 5-second endurance effect after being unhooked. This is with no perks. This is based for every single survivor. I think I just hit my mic, my bad if that actually made any noise. This gives the unhooked survivors an opportunity to reach a nearby window or pallet. Yeah, we get this. So basically you can't get tunneled. 5 seconds, I mean you can. They could literally just wait out the 5 seconds, which is good. That's a good thing. That still wastes 5 seconds of killer's time, and you have to tunnel and wait 5 seconds and stuff like that. And it still gives them time to get places without getting hit, you know? And also for protection it too. And then the unhooked survivor will receive a 7% haste for 5 seconds, so you can maybe get away also to a pallet or something to keep yourself safe. Because, I mean, yeah. I think that's needed. I like the haste. I don't know about the endurance, though. I don't know. I think they should just have the endurance and not the haste, or the haste and not the endurance. I don't know. I think tunneling is okay. A lot of you guys are probably screaming at me right now for saying that, but I think tunneling is okay. I don't think tunneling should have really done anything. I think camping was the main problem and not really tunneling. But let's move on from that. I don't really want to get huge into tunneling, camping. There's also oh yeah, here we go. Both effects will be cancer-proof if the unhooked survivor performs that we call now a constitute action, which is basically repairing a generator, all of this. That doesn't really matter because in 5 seconds I really don't think you're gonna wait. Yeah, for 5 seconds. So in 5 seconds I really don't think you're gonna be doing any of that. So yeah, I think we're okay there. These missions we hope survivors. Yeah, so basically here is the big thing. So we got this camping and tunneling survivor changes, and there's the killer changes. Now we're at the perk overhaul that everyone was waiting for. You guys might have actually not known any of this, but I'm sure most of you guys definitely knew this. Here we go. Here's for the meta perk changes. This is huge right here, okay? You guys ready? Killer meta perks. Barbecue. Basically, all it does, to summarize it, it gets rid of the blood points. That's basically all it does, right? We believe this is necessary, making it appealing as blood point gain will no longer be the deciding factor. So yeah, I don't know, that doesn't do anything really. I mean, the only reason people ran this was for the extra blood points, and they still went to the ores, they still used it, but it didn't like encourage tunneling or camping or anything. This is like literally a perk that is opposite of camping. So yeah, it was whatever. I don't think they should have changed it that much, but whatever. It was a meta though, that's true. It was meta. Ruin, they reduced it from 100, 150, and 200 to this. I don't know. Probably won't be used too much anymore, to be honest. Like, this is really good. This depletes a generator in what, like 30 seconds, like to halfway. I don't know. That's pretty good. It was really good. And because of that, it's a needed change. It was used way too much. It's used like every single match. Pop is reduced. This perk will now remove 20% of the generator's current, not total progress. So basically, if you're at say 50% of generator, it will remove 20% of the 50% and not of like the whole thing. So it just won't get it's hard to explain. All you math people will understand this one. It basically just doesn't remove total You guys get it. I don't have to explain this. You guys hopefully could get that. And then Corrupt, basically Corrupt has got absolutely just demolished. Look at this. This perk makes the beginning of a match more manageable for survivors to extend. Yeah. Moving forward, the perk will deactivate once the survivor enters the dying state. That's literally all it does. That got nerfed to the ground. Poor Corrupt. I mean, yeah, I'm sure nurses aren't going to be running that anytime soon because people are getting down like 5 seconds in the game against a nurse, so that would be pretty useless. I don't think many people are going to be running that anymore. Tinker's still pretty good. It just doesn't activate multiple times on a gen. So if someone say has pop and Tinker, they go to a gen, pop it, and then they go to a Tinker gen and then boom, pop it with their undetectable, and they run, and then it gets worked on again, and then they get their Tinkered again, go back and pop it again. That doesn't happen. You only get the Tinkered one time and one time only. Here we go. This is what people have been waiting for, this NOED change. There's been a lot of complaints about NOED, and a lot of people disagreeing or agreeing with this change. So basically, what it does is you will see the aura of the NOED totem within a 4 meters upon activation. But as 30 seconds increase, it will go from 4 all the way to 24 meters in a 30 seconds time. So if you're within 24 meters of this totem, you will see the aura of it. If you're outside of it, you won't. So this is really good. It saves a lot of time looking around for it. I think you would still get like at least 1. I don't think you could probably get 2. I mean, survivors shouldn't be dumb enough to like if survivors let you get 2 downs with NOED with this new rework, that's not very smart. That just means the survivors are bad. But you should still be able to get value out of it with like 1 down, maybe 2 if you're lucky. I don't think 3 or anything after that. It's a guaranteed 1 down at least still, which is still pretty nice for endgame. Alright, so Scourge Pain Resonance. I don't know, what was this with in mind? We're removing the loud noise notification. Instead of exploding, the affected generator will now spark upon losing progress. The survivors will no longer scream. We believe this will ensure Page Resistance remains a strong regression perk while limiting its informational effect. So I believe Deadman's does not work with this anymore. You don't scream and pop off the generator. That's basically all it's doing. It's still a really good perk. I think it's still decent without Deadman's, and I think it'll still be run. Dead Hard, here we go. All the killer mains have been waiting for this their whole entire lives since 2016. I mean, wait, this perk wasn't out in 2016. Since 2017 or late 2016, I don't know when Huntress or David came out, but here it is, right here. There are 2 main ways Dead Hard is used: to dodge hits or for distance, right? They don't have distance anymore. This will remove Dead Harding for distance and make it solely used to dodge hits. So basically, what it does is Dead Hard will now provide the endurance effect for 1 second when activated. If you time it right, you prevent the hit and gain a movement speed boost. So basically, you don't have distance. There still is an animation though. From what I've heard, there still is an animation for Dead Harding. So it's not just like removing the iframes. I mean, just having iframes and removing the distance. It is just like there is an animation. It won't look like really awkward when you do it. So basically, you have to time it perfectly. It's basically like a 1 second bottle that you put on your medkit, the one that gives you enduring. I don't know that name of it either. I forgot all the names. Like, I'm literally blanked out. I haven't played WL for like a day. That's how bad my memory is. But yeah, so basically, like the septic thingy. I don't know. No, it's definitely not the septic. I don't remember what it was called, but basically, it gives you enduring. It's basically like a 1 second enduring. I still think it's pretty good. I mean, it's basically like Medal of Man. It's kind of like Medal of Man, not gonna lie. Like, if you think about it, it's kind of like a Medal of Man with a mix of that medkit add-on. It seems decent. You could take a hit with this. Much better than the old Dead Hard. So that's good. So you could body block with that, but, I mean, obviously the body blocking totally got nerfed with that killer change that I showed you up there. But yeah, so I still think it's decent. I think it'll still be used quite a bit, but I think it's going to take a long time for people to get this good timing. Let's go a little quicker. I see the video is 19 minutes now. I kind of want to make it quicker. Let's summarize this quicker, alright? Decisive Strike. This one's a big one, too. I don't think it really needed a... Oh, actually, yeah, it was still meta, okay? So the stun duration reduced from 5 to 3, and it can't be activated, oh yeah, and Decisive Strike will now be cancelled by conspicuous action. So more actions than it used to be, right? So, like, exit gates and stuff like that. So yeah, so like doing gens and stuff like that. So like every action you do, it will unactivate it. So like if you did the exit gate with decisive, it wouldn't be activated, but now it does. So that's really good. And also it's not activated during endgame, so that's really good. So Borrowed Time, here we go. This got a buff actually. So Borrowed Time will now extend the duration of the endurance effect of unhooked survivors by 10 seconds. Increase the movement speed bonus duration by 10 seconds for any survivor you unhook. That's insane. And it performs action. I don't know why this got buffed. I think it was fine how it was. It is a meta, so they buffed a meta perk. That's very interesting. This is a buff, right? Am I reading this wrong? I think this is a buff. This Borrowed Time is amazing. The duration by 10 seconds. It increases the movement speed bonus by 10 seconds. So when you're hit, you have a 10-second speed. That is crazy. You could get to the other side of the map. That's basically having sprint burst for 10 seconds. And then 6, 8, 10. That's wait. Borrowed Time now will set the duration of the endurance. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think, right? That's a buff, I'm pretty sure. Iron Will, it's not OP anymore. I don't know how I think about it. 75%, it's still pretty loud for most people that have microphones. Not going to be used that much. It was reduced to that percentage as you read. Self-care, literally gonna die. No one's gonna use it. You know how long this is? This is like a 10-minute heal. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but that is crazy. I really hope I see no one using that. Don't know why this perk got nerfed. It was already a killer perk to start. Now it's still a killer perk. Okay, next perk. Spine Chill. This one's interesting. This one more just got like an optimization, if that's the right word. I don't know, but basically, now activate the killer has a clear line of sight of the survivor. This will remove the awkward counterplay where the killer must look away to ensure the stealthy approach. Next, we'll be adding a short 0.5 seconds lingering effect to Spine Chill. This will prevent the perk icon from flickering when killers look around and make their action speed boost more consistent. And then you don't get the vault speed bonus, so say goodbye to the vault speed build, sadly. Alright, that's really sad. Alright, here we go. That was all the meta perks. I'm surprised Spine Chill was a meta perk. I didn't actually know that. But next up, we got Overcharge. This is probably the biggest buff in this has to be gotten rid of, right? Like this with Dragon's Grip is overpowered. Basically, Overcharge will cause, alongside its current effects, so the skill check, it will cause a kick generator's regression speed to grow from 100% to 400% over the course of 30 seconds. That is fantastic. As far as the one to stop the generator from regressing, I think this will be a highly used perk among many people. And I wouldn't be surprised if these percentages got nerfed in the PTB. Eruption release with fairly safe numbers. Yeah, I think Eruption is pretty good. We have up to generate regression penalty of 10% and the duration of the incapacity effective 15. So it's nice. I like it. It's a good change. Nice solid perk to run still. Knockout still kind of trash. It's good for slugging, I guess. Survivors to crawl 50% slower, 15 seconds, and reduce the recovery speed of 25. Not bad, not bad. Color Phobia is still absolute garbage. We will now increase the speed of skill checks by 50%. It's still absolutely dog. I'm sorry. That probably made it better with people that could hit great skill checks. Anyway, Dark Devotion's great. I'm going to be using this a lot. I love Dark Devotion as a perk, so I'm going to be using it quite a bit. It's really great for confusing steep on survivors, where the basic attack required makes it unappealing for certain killers. Dark Devotion will now activate when the obsession loses a health state. That's fantastic. That is simplifying it a lot, making it great. Basically what the base perk does is make you undetectable, so now whenever you hit the obsession you're undetectable, which is amazing, okay? And then Don't is actually probably going to be a highly used perk now. It has no cooldown anymore. That's pretty good. Has no cooldown, so it's going to be damaging some generators when you're hitting people like left and right. I mean, downing people left and right. It's a pretty good perk. I like it. I would be using it quite a bit on my high terror radius killers. And then the Lethal Pursuer, don't know why this was changed, really. I mean, it was just increased by 2 seconds of the ore reading at the start of the game. Doesn't really matter. Don't care. Anyway. Now, Gift of Pain. This perk also shipped with safer numbers, so we'll be increasing the action speed penalty to 10, 13, 16%. Whatever. Nice perk. Cool. This probably would be used a fairly amount. Don't know why Thana got buffed. It was really solid. I think Thana will be the new meta, alongside with maybe Overcharge. I'm not sure. We have to see how that is. But, I mean, obviously it was... I think it's really good now. Some people say, oh, 2%, that's nothing, okay? But I think the increase is great. This is going to be affecting survivors a lot, especially with Legion, Plague, and all those perks, and all those killers that get injuries really fast. So yeah, I think Thana, I didn't think it needed a buff at all, but it got buffed. Yeah, A pretty nice perk. Anyway, oh, Monstrous Shrine. After 6 years, this perk is finally getting a buff. Now it's a Scourgehook. Crazy, right? How far has Monstrous Shrine has been from Bubba face camping, from Trapper face, or not even just Trapper basement. This came a long way, I do have to agree. And now, Scourgehooks would now grant time for faster enemy progression, but only if the killer is not within 24 meters. Great. Doesn't encourage camping. Really nice. It's a good perk. I like it. I think it would actually be pretty well used on basement perks still. And it doesn't encourage Bubbas to use insidious basement camping. I mean, that's all that we care about, right? Okay, cool. Calm Spirit. It's actually a really good perk now. Calm Spirit's survivor perk buffs. Yeah, so Calm Spirit. Open his chest and cleanse the blessed home silently. At a 40, 35, 30% reduced speed. That's really nice. I like it. Pair that with some other increased speed perks, and you would do those literally a totem in like 5 seconds. That is pretty crazy. Saboteur. The R's are shown in yellow. It just shows Scourgehooks basically. Botany, really good. I think people should start using Botany after this perk change. 50% healing plus other healing perks. That would be great for healing archives and stuff like that. This is a great perk with second wind, with anything really. Off the record, this is going to be a meta right here. We already know. It grants the endurance upon being unhooked. Gain the endurance status effect for 60/70/80 seconds. It's lost performing specific action, which were listed up above. If you guys want to go back in the video, I'll show it at the end if you guys want. So that is crazy. Like, that's basically a little worse DS. I mean, that's basically DS, right? Like, it's basically DS. Okay. Lucky Break. This perk is great for escaping chase. Yeah. We're giving survivors a way to recharge Lucky Break. Each second spent healing another survivor increases Lucky Break's duration by 1 second. And it can't exceed the starting duration. So say it's 60 seconds, I think, or something like that. And it goes to 0. If you heal a survivor for 16 seconds, you could get 16 more seconds worth of it. I think it'll be really... I still run it right now. I think it's a fun perk. I think it would be run really well. Pharmacy. Still the same, pretty much. It basically, you could just get... You could get it more than once. That's basically it. Soul Survivor, still pretty bad. Survivor will now increase your generate repair speed by 75% and your exit gate and hatch action speed by 50%. These effects are only active when they're the last survivor standing. Kinda bad, not gonna lie. Okay, next. Distortion. For those who like to stay hidden, we've added a new way to regain distortion tokens. Gain 1 token for every 30 seconds spent within the territories. That's really good. I'll be running that. I'll definitely be running that. Lightweight, I'm trying to go quicker now. I'm getting at 30 minutes. I'm trying not to make it this long. This is crazy. I didn't know this was this long. I read it already and it took me like 5 minutes. Your sketch points will be used for harder track. So yeah, so they'll be like in a really weird like setup when you're running. They'll look weird for the killer to see, and they'll fade instead of 1, 2, 3, they'll fade sooner, those seconds. Deja Vu, look at this overpowered perk. Look at this new meta 5% repair speed bonus. That's pretty, I like that. I actually like this perk. Pair that with Overzealous and other repair speed gen perks, and you would be absolutely goated. Yes, I just said goated, I'm sorry. No One Left Behind. Beyond its current effects, No One Left Behind will gain a 7% movement speed bonus to any survivor you unhook. Additionally, the perk now activates when the gates are powered rather than opened. This is fantastic. This is amazing. Imagine that with the New Hope rework. I'll show it to you down here, okay? Dark Sense. When a generator is powered, Dark Sense activates. The killer comes within 24 meters of you. Their R is revealed for 5/7/10 seconds. Whatever. Don't care. Next, Tenacity. Tenacity now reduces your grunts of pain by 75% when in the dying state. Combined with the increased crawling speed, this perk will now be much more effective. Yeah, we get that. So basically, they can't hear you on the ground. It's actually pretty nice. I think it will still be, with good killers, it will still be the same perk that would be run with the same type of builds with, like, you know, like Unbreakable and stuff like that. Now, here we go. Hope. Pair this with No One Left Behind, okay? Basically, Hope is... There's no timer on it now. You have the haste forever. Pair this with this. That would be insane. And plus the haste, the 7% haste that you get after being unhooked. That's crazy. And then pair Deja Vu with the new Overzealous. It's increased to 6, 7, and 8%. And that doubles if you cleanse a Hex Totem. That is insane. So if you cleanse a Hex Totem, you hop on a gen, you get a 16% gen bonus. That is absolutely bonkers, okay? I just said bonkers. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, here we go. Basically, you don't get blood points for this one. Yeah. That's really it. Healing Survivor from the Dying State grants with the endurance effect from 6 to 8 seconds. The second effect, we're going to live forever, and then deactivates. So yeah, also when you heal, they get a... So it's basically a built-in soul guard, just with the person you heal. So no, it's not a built-in soul guard. Basically, you're applying soul guard to the person you heal. So that's basically what it is. And then you guys can read this. I'm going to go back up to the conspicuous action page so you guys can understand a little bit more. Because that is like pretty much every single action you could possibly do in the game. Just think of that as conspicuous action. I don't know if I said that right. But yeah, we're reaching 30 minutes now. It's a little long, but I think that explained it really well. And we're 30 minutes short of most 1-hour videos about this. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really looking forward to the update. I hope you guys are really looking forward to this update. This is going to be crazy. Tell you what you think about the new killer changes, the new survivor changes, and the perk overhaul. And even the prestige system looks pretty nice. Think about that. If you guys like that or not. And then, yeah, the luck roll perks and then the new shrine sounds pretty cool too. So I think we went through everything. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be a different daily video. I'm trying to do a blood point video in the future, because there is double blood points tomorrow, which is great, and I'm going to be doing a video on that. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, and peace.